reminder that even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment, that long, cold, uncomfortable journeys can be, and maybe inevitably are, the start of something new and big and fresh and can change the world. There's this great passage from John 1 that talks about the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Like there was this thought, feeling, idea that was inextricable from God, source, ultimate. This is how these ancient people described the beginning. And it's beautiful. And I just have to think that the first thought, feeling, idea thing was love. Like that deep, true, identity-making love. Like that moment when parents decide to have a baby, but before there is any baby, and there's just this idea and excitement and anticipation and love. So much love. Then later, John 1 starts to talk about how the Word was made flesh, and some versions say, and moved into the neighborhood. Like it couldn't just stay an idea. It needed flesh and bones, a heart, and arms to hug with, and feet to get dirty, and a mouth to give a heartfelt smile, and eyes that could give a knowing look. Like the idea of a baby is great, but then to actually have the baby, to bring new life, to take that leap, even though it's scary and means everything changes, it's the fulfillment of the dream, hope, idea. Like a candle, it can be lovely, but it's not until you light it that it fulfills its purpose. And then there's more. It can be even more when it's joined by other lights, when it's reflected by a mirror or a series of mirrors that could create 1,000,000 points of light from just a few that it started. This is why we hope. This is why we believe, not because we are stupid or don't understand science or don't see the impossibilities all around it. Not that at all. We know all that too, and in some miracle, at our best, we can hold both loosely enough that a story encompassing both arises. That the awe and wonder of the mystical and the scientific, the magical and the factual can coexist. Both reminding us of all the possibility and impossibility of this life and this world. Both reflecting 1,000,000 points of light with the mirrors that they hold up. But perhaps only one, calling you to a brewery on a chilly evening with friends and family to laugh and hope and feel, to deeply feel that this life matters, that you are deeply loved, and that new birth and new life and new hope is always possible. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Kids, are we ready? Are we all ready? I need to see eyes to make sure we're ready. Okay. All right. You're adorable. Come on. She's adorable, Maddie. All right. In the days of Herod the king, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to the city of Nazareth to a virgin disposed to a man whose name was Joseph, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel said unto her, Hail, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled.
Be troubled, Mary.
She was troubled.
Be troubled, Mary.
She was a little more troubled. Let's go. The angel said, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. Thou shalt bring forth a son, and call his name Jesus. Okay? Okay? It came to pass that Caesar Augustus decreed that all the world should be taxed, everyone to his own city. So Joseph went from Nazareth to the city of Bethlehem with Mary his wife, being great with child. Good job, Joseph. And so it was that while they were there, the day came that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them at the inn. There were in the same country shepherds in the field, keeping watch over their flocks by night. When lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were sure afraid. Afraid. Not as happy, but afraid. There you go. Nailing it. And the angel said, "Fear not, for I bring you tidings of great joy. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with an angel a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God. Heavenly host.
There they are.
Nailing it. All right. When the angels were gone, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go into Bethlehem to see this thing which is come to pass." And they came with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in a manger. It's good. And behold, there came wise men to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star and are come to worship him." And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it stood over where the young child was. Maddie liked that. When they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. They fell down, and they worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. We good? We got it. I feel like we're falling apart over there. The wise men departed into their own country, and the shepherds also returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had seen and heard. And the child was called Jesus, which was so named by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. The end. I think that was the best one yet. Baby lying in a manger.